Hi and welcome to day 12 in Counting the Omer. Today we are in the Sephiroths of Hud within Gevurah, which means that we are completely on the feminine side of the Tree of Life. We have all been growing up in a society that really puts all its value into the masculine drive, the doing, the creating, earning money, having success. It's like we have completely forgotten the value in our own essence, the value in silence and standing completely still. So today, the invitation is to fully surrender into your own ability to do nothing, to stand and to be in complete stillness. Because of our conditionings and because the society for such a long time has been putting its value into the masculine, into money, into working, into doing. It's like I see this tendency in so many people, including myself, that when the body becomes sick or extremely tired, there is such a huge resistance to surrender to that and to listen to the body and to just be. I had to go through quite challenging times in my life with cancer and sickness in order to learn this, to become a master of the feminine, magnetic power and strength and the ability to just wait. When God shines its light on the Sephiroth Hud, the qualities that reflects that diamond is splendor and glory. It's this tremendous beauty which is there at all times. And the glory in this play of life. The glory in how intelligent everything is. Life is so incredibly intelligent. There is this, you can see it in nature. Just look at the spider web. The incredibly patterns and beauty in that. Such a splendor to see this creation. So I get this, the spider is creating this web. It's kind of in the masculine doing, making. And when it's done, it sits there and it just waits until someone comes into the net. It's not out there hunting. It's in its own house waiting. I don't think the spider is thinking, when is it going to show up? Is it never going to come? No, it's just there. It just is. Children and animals have this nature and the ability to be without building up this pressure within that it needs to do something. So I believe that we need to value our own beingness. We need to see the value in the creation of you, that you have been created. The soul is there, God is there within and continuously pouring its love into you. And you are a receiver of that. And the receiver, the feminine receiver, is just as beautiful as the masculine giver. An invitation now to find a position where you can rest, maybe lay down or be comfortable in the sofa or in nature or wherever you are. Just make sure you can release your body into Mother Earth. So you don't need to hold your body. There's no structure needed. You can just lean back and relax. Let go of every muscle, every bone. Let go of the jaw. Allow a little distance between the lips to appear. Maybe the tongue in your mouth can lay down and rest as well, soften, melt. Release the muscles around your eyes. In your forehead. Allow the shoulders to melt down and away from your ears towards the earth. Sense into your heart and chest area and see if there is some hardness or like a protection layer there, something that keeps the heart from fully releasing and softening. And if it is, allow it to melt away. So your heart can go into this state of being and receiving, into stillness and softness, into love and harmony. Allow your awareness to travel down to your belly and release the belly out. Soften all the organs within the body. Soften your hip area. Let go of the hip and the pelvic floor. Sense into the end of your spine and allow the spine to soften and release. If there's a grip around the end of the spine, let it go. And maybe naturally a little sigh comes in. Or your inhale and exhale change a little bit as the body softens, falling into stillness. Soften your legs and allow them to move towards the earth. Release them. And allow the mother, the great mother beneath, to hold your legs. It's like resting into your own body. Being present. Resting, surrendering. And now see if your mind can soften into this state of humbleness. What if the body is always speaking the truth? What if we don't know that much with our minds? And we can't really see beyond the veil. And God's will is not always clear to us. We think we know so much and we think we have the idea about what God really wants us to experience and go through and create. But maybe our mind doesn't know everything. Maybe it's okay to let that go and soften into this feeling of humbleness. One becomes very humble when we look into all the details in nature. Everything that has to be puzzled together for a meeting to happen, or a flower to grow, or a spider web to develop into this beautiful art. In this way we are not very much, we are quite small in the big picture. And this play of life and God's creation working through us and in nature and in the universe. One gets very humble. When realizing how small we are compared to the rest of the universe. This is Hood. Humbleness, the ability to surrender to God's will and plan. And everything that happens behind the veil for us to grow, learn, be. Just imagine everything that's going on in the nature, how Mother Nature is creating all this food and water, so you can be here in this physical body and have food to eat and water to drink. Imagine all the stars during the night there shining down on this earth, making the sky so beautiful without you doing anything. You can just be and receive all that beauty. strength and ability to just be. It takes time. It's like strengthening the muscles. It takes time to build up that strength. But it becomes easier when we learn to trust the body, to sink into the body, when we learn how to trust God and Mother Nature and the moon and the sun and all the other planets working within us. Everything happens in divine timing, and you are a part of this beautiful creation. And God loves you so deeply. You are that stream of love pouring out from Him into her. That is who you are. How could you not be worthy in your own beingness? Look at the tree, it's just standing there with its roots in the ground and its branches and leaves stretching towards the sky and the sun. It's not doing much, and still it's doing so much because it's breathing. It's sharing its wisdom. Through its roots, it's helping and supporting those others, the other trees. But it's not moving. It's just a part of nature, and so are you. Last year, I remember I was in a deep meditation, and this Native American spirit came to me, and he showed me the wisdom of the humble and the bees. They are not doing things with this struggle or drive, or they don't feel guilty. They're just flying around on their mission, but still they are so important, and they create honey, this gold, and they make sure the flowers gets pollinated, the trees gets pollinated. And I believe he came to me because he wanted to show me that you don't need to struggle that much to share your gifts and your beauty. You can just be, and you pollinate people's heart by having the intention of sharing love. So how can you allow yourself to just be? And because you tap into your own essence and this river of love, you spread this light into the web, the spider web between us. You are working with the collective human consciousness. Every time you tap into unconditional love coming from God, coming from within. That love and harmony and peace, which is always there within your heart. ready to be felt and received. And every time you feel that, every time you allow your heart to open for that to receive, immediately you spread this love into the collective human consciousness. So just by being, you already are doing so much. Just by becoming aware of your own patterns and conditions and then purifying those diamonds within, you are already sharing that beauty, that light, that splendor of who you are. There is no action needed. If you want to, you may call upon all your feminine spirit guides. For me, it's Mother Mary and Parvati, Isis, Mary Magdalene. There are so many beautiful goddesses. But the one who is closest to my heart and who brings me the most guidance is Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. So I call upon you, Mother and Priestess, the Holy Sophia, to come into our awareness, to remind us how loved we are for who we are, just as we are. Give us that strength to hold back and to just be, not rushing into anything, just allowing things to unfold for us. Teach us how to move in the right timing. And Mary Magdalene, I know you were such a master of this sexual energy and how to use it in a creative and glorious way. How you were able to use your light to also bring out the shadows. How you had been ascending, purifying yourself. Thank you for teaching me about the rose and how to peel off those layers of personality, how to bring a balance between the masculine and the feminine, how to bring them into union. Thank you for teaching me that we can manifest heaven on earth by going within, deep within the heart, deep within the mind, deep within the womb. Thank you. And now listen closely and deeply. Maybe your feminine goddesses has a message for you today. A soft whisper into your ear. Listen. Soften and release. And an invitation to be here in this state, this meditation, as long as you want to. Namaste.